everyone, Kimberly Olson here, also known as the Goal Digger Girl, coming in for this masterclass. We're going to talk about setting your business up for success. And I'm going to share with you what I wish I would have known, the 10 big things I wish I would have known before I began building my empire. So I have definitely gone through so much struggle, and I want to allow you to fast track your success by learning from my mistakes. I'm going to give you strategy. I'm going to give you tactics. I'm going to give you a roadmap for success. So if you've been struggling in your business, I want you to get out pen and paper and get ready to rock with this content, because I'm going to give you so many nuggets, and you never know. There's going to be one thing, mark my words, there's going to be one thing I say and you're going to go, oh my gosh, that's what's missing in my business. I'm positive. I can't wait to see what you choose to be your biggest takeaway. So I want you to introduce yourself in the comments. I want you to drop what you do and how many years you've been in business. All right, put that in the comments for me. What you do and how many years you've been in business. By the way, if somebody invited you to this masterclass, let them know you're here. Use the @ symbol to tag them. I see a couple of you tagging some business besties. Friends, don't let friends miss this kind of content, right? So make sure you let whoever invited you to this masterclass, let them know in the comments that you're here. Just give them a tag as well. All right. I love it. Let me know where you're tuning in from, what you do, and how long you've been in business. So what we're actually going to do is I'm going to share with you a little bit about me and my experience, and then we're going to dive into it. So in 2018, I finally cracked the code. I had actually started my first business in 2011, you guys, and I limped along for years and years. I mean, I made every mistake in the book. That's why I'm doing this. And in 2018, I finally cracked the code when I launched the Goal Digger Girl. I hit 6 figures in 90 days. And I did this by implementing what I'm going to teach you in this masterclass. Since then, my team and we have scaled this company to over $6 million. We're coming up on $7 million. Some have nicknamed me a mompreneur mogul, which I wear that with pride. Obviously, self-made millionaire, and I am in the top 1% in the coaching industry. I'm also a mom of 2 beautiful children, and I want to show them to you. Addison and Elise, some of you got to meet them at the conference. And I was able to quit my job in 2018 and be home to raise these beautiful girls. And that's my lovely, wonderful, gorgeous, hot husband, Scott. We've been married for 10 years. I'm also an author. I've written 6 books. 3 have been #1 international bestsellers. I also work with the most incredible coaches on the planet, and there's more women that aren't even shown here as part of Team Goal Digger. And we've been able to pioneer multiple programs in the coaching industry. There's nothing like it out there. It's action-oriented, it's cutting edge. It's allowing women to quit jobs, walk away from 6-figure jobs to build multiple 6-figure businesses right on social media. I'm a speaker. I've been asked to be a keynote speaker several times. I've spoken all across North America. I have a top-rated podcast. It's top 25 in the marketing category. And this is all to say that what I want to do today is I want to share with you exactly what you need to have this kind of success in your own business. So if you're just joining us, let us know in the comments what you do and how long you've done it. And make sure to tag the person who invited you into this if you were invited by someone as well. It is important, write this down in your notes, okay? Pen and paper. It is important to build your business on solid foundation, just like you would build a house, okay? You have to build this on solid foundation, or it will not work. Or you will have success for 6 months, a year, 2 years, and you will lose it all, right? Or you will find yourself sliding backwards or getting burned out or feeling exhausted. Can any of you relate to any of these things that I'm sharing with you, any of these emotions, right? This is exactly what can happen, and it happens to more people than they talk about. People are leaving this industry left and right. They're going back to corporate jobs, which is totally fine, but it's absolutely unavoidable, okay? So I am now going to share with you the 10 things. These are the 10 biggest mistakes I made when I began building my business online. And I'm going to share with you how to have a solution for each of these 10, all right? So feel free to take screenshots of this content, or you can just write them down in your notes. Okay, the first thing I did not have is I did not have a solid DMO. I didn't have a solid DMO. I would wing it every day. I was not consistent. I would go live randomly. Like I didn't, it would just, I wasn't telling anybody when I was going live. I would just go in my car if I had a few extra minutes. I was not consistent with what I was launching. I had no schedule to speak of. I was working full time when I launched my business, and I didn't have the DMO. So what is a DMO? It's a daily method of operations. It's your blueprint for your business. It's how are you running your business on a day-to-day basis. What's so powerful about having a solid DMO is it creates consistency through a clear plan. Write that down. You want to create consistency with a clear plan. Most of you are beating yourselves up because you're inconsistent and you're marking that as a character trait when in fact it's just because you don't have clarity. So it's not for lack of, willpower or something like that. It's just because you don't know. You don't know what to be doing every single day. So what you need to do, put this on your list, is you need to develop your DMO, your clear plan. And I have all of this for you. So just stay to the end and I'll walk through all of it for you and with you. Okay. All right. So the next thing is I didn't focus on my mindset first. What I did, and share with me if you can relate to this, what I did is I worked on the mechanics first. So I worked on, at the time, we didn't even have Reels or TikTok yet. So my whole thing was going live all the time, right? There was no method to my madness. I didn't know, what I was doing. What was the intention behind it? What impact was I trying to make? What value did I want to bring to the marketplace? Who did I want to work with? And what was I going to do with those people? Who was I going to be in their lives? And I realized that everything shifted for me when I really started working on my mindset. And this is always the thing that people glaze over. Ask our coaching team, ask you guys that are in our community and in our programs, right? It's the natural instinct. Oh, mindset work. I've already done mindset work. I meditated this morning, right? So when I started to actually work on my mindset before mechanics, and when I say mechanics, that's all the tactical stuff in your business. What I found is I actually achieved success at a rapid rate. I went from $250,000 my first full year to 1.1 million with just me in a full-time VA. And then started bringing our team members on and we grew that out quickly. But to have a quantum leap like that, how do you explain that? Mathematically, it didn't make any sense. It was because I had tapped into a very powerful mindset and continue to cultivate it this day. So this needs to be top priority for you, that you work on your mindset. And I'm not talking about miracle morning. I'm talking about the conversations you're having with yourself all day long. So you think, oh, wow, I'd love to do a masterclass webinar like Kimberly. Wow, this is great content. And look, she's got PowerPoint she made, right? And yeah, I want to do that. Oh, no, I couldn't do that. Well, I don't even know how to make a PowerPoint. And we talk to ourselves this way all day long, and then we wonder why we don't have success, okay? So I want you to work on your mindset before the mechanics. The third thing I did is I floundered on owning my space. When I first came online, my brand was called FitKim, and that was how I had started. It was all I knew. I'd been doing nutrition consulting and working with people since 2001. Like I was, going to health food stores before it was cool. I've always been a little ahead of the trends, right? I would just march to the beat of my own drum. And I really embraced this world of holistic nutrition, natural health. I have PhDs in natural health and holistic nutrition. And that's all I knew. So it was FitKim. I never stopped to think about am I going to own my space as FitKim? Am I just going to own it? Right? Am I going to show up? Am I going to be different? Am I going to have a certain, a style of how I'm doing nutrition consulting and how I'm sharing content? No, I just got a blog and went on YouTube and I had a website. And some would say, well, it's better that you got out there and did it. And I agree with that. But I really know that from 2011 to 2018, that's 7 years that I really struggled. I did not make enough money from FitKim to quit my job. I really floundered because I didn't own my space online. If you actually went to my Facebook personal profile, it didn't even say FitKim on there. I just posted pictures once in a while of the girls. That was it. You did not see me as a person. I had a business page called Fit Kim where I would post recipes and inspirational quotes about working out, and that was it. I didn't have anything of who I was. I didn't build a personal brand. I was hiding behind my online persona. So instead of floundering on, online owning your space, what you want to do is you want to own your space as yourself. You want to learn how to own your online space and build a real personal brand. A personal brand is who you are. It can't be, in my opinion, it cannot be your logo or your brand name or even your products or programs or services. It needs to be you. It absolutely needs to be you saying, this is who I am, this is who I serve, and this is what I have to offer. And really owning it to say, I know that if you step into this, take the next step with me, I will get you a result. And feeling so confident in that, but also confident in who you are and not hiding behind a computer screen. I'm talking going live or doing reels or TikToks or talking in your stories with video or posting selfies or sharing what's on your heart. When is the last time that you posted something vulnerable that you felt like you were going to throw up before you posted it? I mean, put me in the comments. When, not even me, tell me the last time you did. When was it? How long ago? Yesterday? A month ago? Never? A quarter to never, right? When was the last time you posted on social media and you felt like you were going to throw up because you were so nervous? And you might go, what? I thought you were going to help me grow my business. I am. I'm telling you, I have 7 years of proof of what doesn't work. And then I have 4 years of proof of what does work. I'm a case study for all of you to watch. And you know what changed? When everything changed for me, my brand blew up, was when I started posting things that made me want to throw up. Okay. Why? Because it just means you're nervous. Nervous and excitement are the same physiologically in the body. It means that you're doing something out of your comfort zone. It means you're taking a risk. It is risky to put yourself out there. And that's how you build a loyal community. That's how you build a following. That's how you get people wanting to digest your content and read your stuff and go, yes, okay, Kimberly gets me. She's gone through struggles. Wow, okay, she's had success, but look at what she's gone through. That inspires me. Maybe I can do it too. Are you inspiring people with your content, or are you just grabbing, funny memes off of Google Images or copying other people's posts? Like, I am talking real, legit, organic content about who you are. What's going on in your world? What have you recently overcome? What are you excited about? Have you celebrated yourself lately? I know for a fact there are some of you that have gotten promotions at your jobs. You paid cash for your kids' college. You took your family on a vacation. You hit, some rank advancements. You qualified for a trip. You maybe have a client success story. And I'm not seeing any of it on social media because you feel like you're bragging. So what you want to remember is, if you really want to make this work on social media, it's time to get out of your own way. And it's time to know that someone needs to hear your message. And if you don't share who you are, how are they able to get to know you and want to do business with you? Okay. I felt really passionate about that one apparently. So just take it as it is. All right. Number 4. Fourth mistake I made is that I hid behind my products. So when I first started online, 2011, I had products that I made, nutrition plans and things like that. In 2017, I got into network marketing. And all the way until 2018, I hid behind my products. So what do I mean by that? When you came to my personal profile on Facebook and eventually getting started with Instagram, what you saw a lot of was my products that I was selling, health and wellness products. I was actually in the beauty space first. And then I was like, yeah, maybe that's not the best place for me. So I moved into health and wellness before I retired from network marketing. And most of the content, most of the curiosity posts, most of the stuff that you saw was about my products. And why do I say hiding behind products? It goes right back to number 3. Why? Because it's safe. It's safe to talk about your awesome energy drink. It's safe to talk about the probiotics because it's cold and flu season. But what you want to remember is what is your goal for social media? Your goal is probably to attract business builders into your network marketing and direct sales business, or to get clients if you are a coach or you have a course, or maybe you do virtual assistant services. Like, your goal is to get clients, and think of a business builder as a client, because they're your best clients. And if you're not sharing your business opportunity, or that you have a VA agency, or that you do great branding work, or that you help women transform their mindsets and overcome trauma, or you teach women how to scale their businesses like I do, if we're not seeing that, how are we going to know that that's what you do? How are we going to know that we want to take the next step with you? And there's something, again, it goes with that feeling like we're bragging or something, that I notice that women are hiding behind their products. I talk to women where, I see collagen and all these things. And then I'm like, so tell me a little bit about yourself. And then they tell me their life experience and their career of what they've done professionally. And I'm just like mind blown. I'm like, okay, let's take that and let's build a brand around that, because what you got going on with your collagen and your shaker cup makes you like everybody else. Do you know how many people sell collagen? And I love me some collagen. Do you know how many people sell weight loss products? And do you know how many people sell, lashes? That stuff's all awesome. And if you want to stand out, you have to be different. You have to show people, this is what you get. You get to work with me. And this is why you want to work with me. Okay. So we want to build your businesses. We want people to know what you have to offer. And we want to know why you. Goes back to mindset. That's why we started with that. Mindset. You have to believe in yourself. You have to see yourself as somebody that others want to work with, and that they're lucky to get to work with you. That changes the energy there a little bit, doesn't it? They get to work with you. All right. Number 5, huge mistake. Oh my gosh. I look back and I literally, our email list could be 100,000 people at this point instead of 50,000. And 50,000 is awesome. And learn from my mistakes, y'all. Okay. Number 5, I didn't have a lead magnet. I was doing interviews. I was guest training. I was going live. I was posting content. I had very successful Facebook groups pretty much from the get-go, pretty early on. Huge Facebook groups, no emails. I was doing workshops and all of these things online. Wasn't captured. I didn't have any lead magnet going on. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to create a lead magnet to capture emails. And what I'll hear from people, and I'm just going to say it. So, oh, by the way, for those of you that don't know me, I have no filter. So if I say something that offends you, I'm not going to change it. So you hang out with me if you want. If not, I get it. I'm just not going to filter. So I'm just going to say it. All of you need an email list and a lead magnet, and you're telling yourself that you can't figure it out, and that's why you don't have one, or you don't know which platform to use, or the expense of having the lead magnet, or how do I get the lead magnet? I tried to get the email to send the person the thing and it didn't work. That is absolute BS. And the reason why it's BS, because it's 2022. What do I mean by that? You can learn anything online. Okay. Something was wrong with our toilet, and my husband figured it out by watching a YouTube video. It was pretty awesome. I was like, wow. I was somewhere out of town, and he sends me a video. He taught himself to play guitar one day by watching YouTube videos, and he was legit playing Mary Had a Little Lamb. It was awesome. So we teach all of this inside of our programs, but you can do it. And you're letting yourself off the hook to say you can't figure it out, and I'm not going to play that game. I think that is a cop-out. It's an excuse, and it's holding you back. Why in the world would you build your business on social media and not have an email list? Do you own your Facebook? We have a client right now that she can't get into her account, and she has a multiple 6-figure business. That's dangerous. It's unsafe. It's not sustainable. So this right here, not having a lead magnet, luckily I've eventually figured it out. I want you to learn from my mistakes. Do not go another day without a lead magnet. I don't care if you say to people, hey, I've got this thing. If you want it, send me your email and Messenger, and you manually capture their emails. You know what I'm saying? Get it done. Okay, make it happen. So write that down on your list. You've got to get a lead magnet. Have some emails that go with it. You've got to capture emails so you can learn how to use the email list and market to your list and not build on social media solely because you don't own it. Okay. Number 6 is I didn't micro test my offer. Okay. I didn't microtest my offer. So my first product was a 30-day meal plan with 4 digital cookbooks, 160 recipes. It's only $50. I thought it was a steal. So excited. I released it and I had one sale come in right away and I was like, oh my gosh. And it was my Aunt Mary Jo. Shout out to Aunt Mary Jo because she's always bought all my stuff and she's very supportive. So I had no sales after that. And I was like, what? I didn't microtest my offer. I had no idea if people wanted to buy my 30-day meal plan with the recipes. Well, soon enough, I realized that you can get all of that for free very easily on Pinterest, right? Or even with a Google search. People didn't want to spend $50 for that. That's not what my audience wanted from me. And then when I started learning about network marketing and social media, I realized my audience was also struggling with that. They were being told to cold message. And by the way, cold messaging and spamming is so 2019. I'm still getting spammy messages from people. It just doesn't work. So we just need to, that should be on the list as well, but it's like an unsaid rule. Don't spam anybody. So what I realized is my audience didn't know how to do social media either. Yeah, Mary Jo, whoop, whoop. They didn't know how to do social media either. So I thought, well, what if I just teach something I'm learning? So I said, hey guys, I have an undergrad in business management marketing. So I have some of that. And then I'm learning, I've been stumbling since 2011, but I've learned some things along the way. Hey, you want me to teach you some of this? And they were like, yes, absolutely. So I micro tested my offer and I did a couple of 90-minute workshops. I did, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I did 6 of them. Different topics before I launched my first online boot camp, and I had 6 figures in 90 days. So I was able to figure out if my offer, the boot camp, was going to work by micro testing with a workshop. So a micro test is where you see, okay, so some of you are, jumping from one network marketing company to the next, and it's not the network marketing company or even what you're being told is it all sounds wonderful, right? Well, you have to micro test it. See how easy is it to promote the products on social media? How easy is it to bring on business builders? Is it duplicatable? Can others do what you can do, right? You can micro test that with this. Affiliate marketing. You might say, oh my gosh, I want to do affiliate marketing, and send us a message on Instagram if you want to know more about that, because we do have an affiliate marketing program. And you want to check it out and see if your audience would be into it. Micro test it. Have an invitation. Invite people to something small before you do something big. Because if you you record 60 videos for your amazing coaching program, but you haven't micro tested anything and you launch this big thing and no one enrolls, you're going to think you failed, and you didn't fail. You just didn't micro test. Okay. So for this one, you've got to micro test your offer. And sometimes your audience isn't ready for what you have. Your audience isn't ready. So what you want to do is say, okay, how do I get my audience ready? Oh, they're here and I'm trying to give them this. Let's go back. Let's take it down a notch and let me start them here and move them up. Okay. The programs that we have are high level, are multiple 5-figure investments. I can tell you right now that 2 years ago, our audience was not, even a year ago, our audience wasn't ready for that. So we had to build steps up for them to get to that point. If I would have just launched a multiple 5-figure offer 2 years ago, I would have had no one sign up for it. You think you're failing, but you're not. You're just not positioning it properly. You're not packaging it appropriately according to your audience. And sometimes your audience isn't the right audience. So you have to learn how to change your audience, right? Like, how do we get the right people in front of you? And obviously that goes back to the lead magnet. So you can target your lead magnet to your desired audience. Create the lead magnet. That's a free version of a micro offer. Is it working? If you make a lead magnet and your ideal audience is coming to, boom, clue. If you put a lead magnet out there and nobody wants it, your 5 ways to slim down for the holidays and nobody's biting on it, that's a micro test. Nobody cares about slimming down for the holidays. They just want to eat candy, okay? They're going to care in January, maybe try back later. But you want to micro test, even going back to a lead magnet, and then do a smaller offer. Number 7, I started at 0 every month. So what do I mean by that? This mistake almost cost me my health and burnout and exhaustion and just hating my business. So in 2019, I did $250,000, and I was grinding it out. What do I mean by that? Every month I would put stuff, and it was just Anna. Some of you guys know Anna was my full-time virtual assistant. It was just Anna and I, and we would get together every quarter and we would plan out all the things that we were going to launch. There would be weeks when I would have multiple workshops going on, paid workshops, and I would launch boot camps that were 6 weeks long, 8 weeks long, 12 weeks long. So I had boot camps running back to back to back. I had workshops going. I mean, it was insanity. I had a membership club. And what happened was I was starting at zero every month. I did not have recurring revenue in my business. So this is like a whole nother thing I would need time to train on, but a recurring revenue model is different than what most people are doing. Most people are launching something short-term, like a 30-day boot camp or, a 3-month. That's not recurring revenue, because what happens is even if you take a client on one-on-one for a 3-month package, you get an injection of cash, 3 months, woohoo, and the 3 months is done and then you have no money. This is not sustainable. You can't buy a house. They're going to ask you, we just moved into this home and the underwriter wanted, and Tori's on here, she's our financial manager. So she knows, because every 5 seconds I was like, Tori, the underwriter wants more paperwork from 50 years ago. And they want to know all the things. You can't buy a house if you have a business where there's no consistency and predictability in your revenue. That's where it's where you get stressed out, right? You're like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can pay my mortgage. That's not sustainable. And it is very stressful. I was extremely stressed out that year. It was pretty tough. It was a toxic setup, but I was just doing what I was watching other people doing. I didn't know about recurring revenue. So recurring revenue is where you put something into your business model. So residual income would be an example of recurring revenue. Network marketing, direct selling is the promise. Kind of why we're drawn to it is residual income forever. Doesn't work that way, right? If you take your foot off the gas, you'll see your team start to go down, right? Or if someone big quits, goes to another company, you'll see your income coming down, right? But that's the concept, recurring revenue. The other way to look at it is if you have an offer, make sure it's a good length of time that people can work with you and that you offer payment plan options, okay? This is gonna build recurring revenue. And then what's great is you're gonna learn how to stack that, okay? We'll talk more about that later. Number 8 is I did not have enough support. Absolutely did not have enough support. I waited way too long to build out my team and my infrastructure for 2 reasons. One, I didn't know how. I didn't have a strategy. I had asked Anna to help me out when I first started, when I launched and got to 6 figures in 90 days. I was like, literally, I had a notebook like this and I was writing down people's names that were paying for workshops. And then I would put a check mark when I would put them in the Facebook group where I would run the workshop. I mean, using pen and paper as your billing system is not really magical. So I knew I needed some help. I was working full time. So I asked Anna, I knew her personally. I was like, hey, you want to come help me out? Super part-time. We did that for a really long time. I waited way too long to get someone to help me with social media. I mean, that, guys, in and itself, to get someone to handle your social media, because you don't want to do it, you skip, you're inconsistent and there's no strategy, right? What about the other things, the techie things, building your landing pages, your emails, some of the stuff we've already talked about, right? For me, being a coach and having, hundreds of students in our coaching programs, I was able to realize that I needed help. I tried doing it by myself and it was exhausting. And I was able to bring on coaches, and now we have our incredible coaching team. And all the other women that work at Team Gold Digger, that infrastructure came. We went from 250,000 to 1.1 million. The next year we did 2.6 million, and we'll end up somewhere around there above that this year. How did those big leaps happen? Because I put infrastructure in place to have the team behind me to support me. You think it's an expense, but it's actually an investment, because when you can get people to help you with things that you're not good at or that are time consuming, then you can focus on the things that you're good at, generating revenue in your business. So definitely get a VA, build out a VA team, do it strategically, and that's game changer, okay? How many of you have VAs in the comments? Let me know. Or put, I need a VA. Put that in the comments. I'd love to know if you're like, okay, I hear what you're saying, Kimberly. If you do need a VA and you put that in the comments, put why. Like, let's talk it through. Let's acknowledge it. I need a VA to help me with my social media. I need a VA to just get me organized, right? Entrepreneurs are not very organized. But for you putting it down, you start to see like, okay, these are some things that I get to do in my business. You will figure out what to do with that person. You not hiring them just because you don't know how to get them up and running is not a good idea. Okay. Again, learn from my mistakes. I wish I would have built my team so much quicker, because you can go faster and you can grow a lot quicker and scale your company or your business when you have VAs. Look how many people need VAs. Good for you guys for acknowledging that. So VAs, definitely. Number 9, not enough automation. Definitely did not have enough automation in my business. Oh my gosh. I'm not even kidding you guys. When I first started, every new person that would come into a workshop and pay or a boot camp, I manually messaged all of them, everyone, one by one. Didn't have a lot of time to do that. Addison and Elise were 1 and 2.5 when I started this business, and I was working full-time and commuting. I mean, I just didn't have time. Manually messaging each person. I didn't have any automation in place. So if someone opted in for a freebie, I didn't have it set up where, they automatically get email sequences. I didn't have it set up where, another great example, when people would come into our Facebook groups, we manually would take their answers to the Facebook group and put them on a spreadsheet. Yes, we had spreadsheets for everything. Also, I didn't have tools in place like Project Broadcast, which is what we use for texting campaigns. So if somebody opts in to, get a freebie, or maybe they see a reel that I have, or even register for something like this, we have ways to automate the messaging. The 14-day onboarding, oh my gosh. When I first started, I onboarded every single person in my network marketing company for my whole downline. My whole entire team, I was the onboarder because I was so good at it. So I would spend every waking minute, lunch breaks, on the way home from work, Saturday mornings, holed up in my bedroom in the corner, trying to, get the babies to not come in to the bedroom because they find you, right? Like no matter where you are, they find you if it's the bathroom or whatever. Or I was on my phone in the car, onboarding. I was doing one-on-one Zooms. It like makes me cringe when I think about it. I was doing one-on-one Zooms with every single new person. And then they would ask for something and I would send it to them instead of plugging them into automation. So I eventually automated my entire business. If you could get nothing else from this today, it would be work on your mindset so that you can just dominate your online space and just come all in, personal brand, vulnerability, build your story, connect with your people, find your audience, grow your audience, and get some automation in place. Like 14-day automated onboarding, we have that in our programs. That alone, it can grow your business overnight because of the duplication, the consistency. It's just happening, and it frees up your life. It frees up your time. You're going to love your business again. Game changer. Putting automation in your business takes a second to get it set up, and then it's going to save you thousands and thousands and thousands of hours. It's going to make you money. It's just unbelievable what you can do. Okay. So I did not have enough automation in play at all. Oh my gosh, Tori, where's Tori at? Tori saved my life. So my financials were a mess. And what do I mean by this? I had no idea what was coming in, what was going out. Every time tax season would come, and put me in the comments if you can relate to this. Every time tax seasons would come, I would start to have like anxiety, like hives, because I knew I didn't know where I was at. I knew I owed money because I turned a profit, but I didn't know how much I owed and I didn't have the money. Like I wasn't setting money aside for taxes. So it was always this like scramble to come up with the money. I even had to do a payment plan one time to pay, which I'm surprised they even let you do, but I had to do a payment plan one year. What I did instead, and what really, really changed everything, was to get a financial team in place. And let me tell you why. I'm talking, I became an S Corp, but for some of you, it's an LLC, your EIN number, getting your bookkeeping set up, getting payroll set up if you have VAs, not manually paying them, having a payroll handled, having a tax team, having your financial team in place. Why? Because when you start to treat this like a real business, you will see real business results. Write that down. When you start to treat this like a real business, you will start to get real business results. we went to Florida. We went to Florida in May for our United Life coaching retreat, which was phenomenal. And I'll never forget, I was talking to Allison Mancini, who's our operations director, and I said something like, how did I say it, Allison? I said something like, we're not, it's not like we're a real company or anything, but, and she looked at me, she goes, why would you even say that? I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, this is a real company. She's like, look around you. There's 80 women at this retreat. You have your whole staff here. What do we have? 12 full-time people. It's a multi-million-dollar company. She's like, why would you say that? And I'm like, I don't know. It feels weird to say company. Like, I have a company. She's like, well, you do. So let's start talking like that. And I was like, okay, she's right. I have a company. I run a company. I'm a CEO of a company. So when people ask you what you do, say, oh, I'm the CEO. I'm the CEO of the Gold Digger Girl. We're actually rebranding right now. So our company, I'm the CEO of Gold Digger Girl Co. Gold Digger Girl Co. We do business coaching online via social media. We teach women how to build empires. So when people ask me, what do you do? Oh, I'm a CEO. I run a company. All of you are CEOs. Congratulations. Put I'm a CEO in capital letters in the comments. I am a CEO. Put that in the comments for me and freaking own it. When people ask you what you do, don't get deer in the headlights like, oh no, I'm going to have to tell them I sell makeup. No. You are a CEO of a real company. You don't even have to say real to them, but you are. Say, oh, I'm a CEO. I'm a CEO of, whatever the name of your company is. Or you can say, I'm a CEO. I run my own company. Oh, what do you do? I'm a beauty influencer. I build on social media. I teach other women, other moms, other whoever your avatar is, I teach them blank. You are a CEO and you need to freaking own it. So when you take control of your finances, when you get the tax stuff situated, when you get the VA, like it's pulling up the big girl panties, right? When you do these things, you're going first. You're telling the universe, you're telling God, I am ready for more. I am taking this seriously. Some of you are not having success because you're not taking this seriously. You're treating it like a hobby. It's not a hobby. If you want to make legit money, and for some of you, that's $3,000 a month, $5,000 a month, or $10,000 a month. And some of you want more. If you want real money, you got to treat it like a real business. You claiming that you are a chief excitement officer, I freaking love it. Oh my gosh, that's so great. When you claim it and you step into that, you create it. But you've got to go first. You can't sit here and like meditate and please God, bring it all into my life. No. That's great. And you got to take action. Okay. So obviously I can see you guys are committed just by what I'm seeing here, which makes me really happy. Okay. So I am going to introduce to you what you can do to put me in the comments if you're like, no, actually do this for me. Put club in the comments for me. If you want to get into a club that's going to allow you to scale your business to 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, or 7 figures. Put club in the comments if you are sick and tired of treating this like a side hustle. You're sick and tired of stumbling on social media. You're just like, Kimberly, show me exactly what to do. Put club in the comments if you know that you're missing something, that you heard this content today and you think, she's right. I have been making a lot of these mistakes, but how do I fix that? Like, you want to know the how, you want to know the specifics. You want me to break it down for you step by step by step and give you the specific action steps you need that you can take today and get into alignment to the CEO that you all just claim to be. Just put club in the comments. Okay. I would like to introduce to you our brand new membership club, Scale on Social. And I am beyond excited to introduce this to you. Let me take my little picture off, because I don't know how to fix this after I do that. Hold on. I think I just broke it. Okay, that's great. It's cool. This is what happens when you're trying to use technology. Okay, introducing the Scale on Social Club. This is what we're going to cover. We're going to cover more than this, but this is just a glimpse, okay? Personal branding presence. I want to teach you exactly how to show up like a boss. I want to teach you how to own your online space, really build out your content, your personal branding buckets, who you are, who you serve, and what you want to offer. We're also going to get into money mindset. Now, we are going to really dig into the mindset piece, but I'm going to specifically focus on money because the wealth frequency, you getting into alignment with that is what I'm seeing is lacking most for you guys. You're not comfortable with money. You're not comfortable with abundance. You haven't had a lot of it in your life. You might make some money and then you blow it all. So money mindset, we're going to spend a lot of time on that. Intentional content creation. No more posting and praying. No more grabbing Google images. All I want to see from you is organic, original content. Please do not copy anybody else's stuff. Don't take anyone else's graphics, even if it's funny. You can throw that stuff in your stories, but if you're going to work with me and work in our community, I'm going to ask that we stop doing that. And instead, I'm going to teach you how to create intentional content. How do you actually create content that people want to read? How do you get people interacting with your content? And how do you get them to take that next step with you? Attracting limitless leads. If you can't tell, audience building is critical for your success. Most of you have the same 100 people seeing your stuff every single day, and it's not working. So we're going to teach you how to attract leads and build your audience. Once you get those leads, we're going to teach you how to nurture and build a loyal online community. I want to show you how I've been able to build my community so quickly. They're so invested. If any of you went to the conference a couple weeks ago, you saw it for yourself. It is intangible to describe what we've created, and it was intentional. I created it a specific way, and I'm going to teach you exactly how I did that. Magnetic marketing that works. How do we get people attracted to you? How do we get people wanting to digest your content? How do we really engineer your celebrity and get you to stand out on social? Monthly conversion events. So this is what we're going to put on the books every month so you can close sales and have that a consistent part of your strategy instead of just posting 3-day flash sale. Like we're not going to do that anymore. Okay. And dominating the algorithm. Obviously you have to learn how to be seen. You have to learn how to get in the news feed. You have to learn how to really beat the system. And I'm going to teach you how to do that as well. So just put club in the comments if you want more information. So we've got a couple bonuses for you. We are pre-releasing this to you guys. We'll release it to the rest of our audience soon. But for now, you guys get first look at this. And so we have an incentive for you to have you take the next step and enroll inside of the Scale on Social Club. We have a few bonuses for you. These will all go away Friday at midnight. So write that down. Friday, midnight central. These are all gone. All of the bonuses are gone. And do not email us afterwards because I'm just telling you right now, write it down. Just don't even hesitate, get in the club. It's a no-brainer, okay? First bonus are accountability Zooms. Every week, you're going to be able to check in so you can stay on track. You can share your ideas and best practices with the other members in the club. You can be held accountable to reach your goals faster. It's been proven that those that are plugged into accountability have success faster than those that don't. If you've been trying to go it alone, that is probably your biggest mistake. You absolutely need accountability. And there'll be several times for you to choose from. So these will be, one of our coaches will be leading them to begin, and eventually they will be student-led accountability Zooms where you will each have the opportunity to lead a Zoom. If this makes you want to throw up, good, because I'm here to help you stretch and grow and not play it safe, because if you want to change your business, it's going to start with you. Bonus number 2, yes, there's evening times, daytime, all the things. Bonus number 2, you're going to get to unlock bonus content. As you work through the course material, we have 12 key courses that I'll show you. As you work through the courses, every few courses, you're going to get to unlock bonus content. It's our most popular content that we have, and you will be able to unlock it. You're going to earn this content. This does not come with it automatically. You have to complete the content to receive it. So basically, we're incentivizing your behavior, okay? So the 15-minute Facebook parties, we have an automated version where I'm going to teach you how I averaged over 1,000 online events per year. Automated, I didn't do anything in them. My VA handled the comments and whatnot. We're going to walk you through that. We have people in our community using them now, doing $1,000 parties. It's not dead. You're just doing it the wrong way. The next bonus you can unlock is our 3-day Crush Your Sales on Social Intensive. It's about 18 hours of content. We literally went in through everything you can think of when it comes to selling on social media. You'll get access to the 3 days of that. The next bonus you can unlock is our vision board workshop, which is great timing to set you up for next year. And I'll teach you exactly what I do and how I've manifested what I've manifested in my life. And the Facebook Live formula is the final bonus. At this time, we'll be adding more to it. So the Facebook Live formula, I'm going to teach you how when I first started, I had no audience. And within 90 days, I was reaching 1,000 people per video. Would you like to reach more people? Then you need to learn the Facebook Live formula. You can apply it to any video marketing strategy. Bonus number 3 is lifetime access to Gold Digger University. Gold Digger University is, oh my gosh, it's endless content from the archives. I mean, there's 5 years worth of content in there. There's so much stuff that you can browse, categories at your leisure. So if there's a specific thing that you want to learn right now, maybe LinkedIn, like whatever it is, we literally have everything in there that you can think of. You can find thousands of dollars of trainings at your fingertips, and you can go at your own pace. You have access to life for that. So that's the final bonus that you can achieve by going through the content in the club. So as you can see, this is a very valuable offer that we have here. The Scale and Social Club is worth $10,000. I personally created all of the content and did all of the videos. They're all bite-sized, less than 10 minutes. If I have time, I'll show you guys the back office. So it's $10,000 value. I would say it's probably more than that, but we'll just say $10,000 for easy numbers. The accountability Zooms and being able to plug in and learn from others and stay on track is worth $10,000. Also, the bonus content is worth $5,000, and then having access to Gold Digger University for Life is worth $10,000. So this membership club, the total value is $35,000, and the total value is $35,000. But what we're offering you for today, and this will be through Friday, is it's a monthly membership club, so you can cancel at any time. My intention is you stay in it forever, but you have that freedom to know you just are in there as long as you need to be. Okay. For some of you, you'll come in for a few months and you might upgrade to Six-Figure Breakthrough Business Academy. Some of you just want to be in there just to get the content and be held accountable and stay plugged into what we have to offer. You'll stay in for a very long time. So what you can do is you can do a monthly membership club rate of $147 a month, or you can do lifetime access for $1,477. You'll have lifetime access to the club and any new content that we plug into. There is a QR code on the screen. Now, if someone invited you to this masterclass, get back with them. They might have a special referral link. If not, scan this QR code so that way we can get you registered. I know, it is amazing. Thank you. I've worked really hard on this. My team has been feverishly behind the scenes getting all of this together for you because it is a very robust membership club. We're really proud of this brand new, cutting edge, very timely content that is absolutely intended to transform your business so you can really blow it up on social media with your personal brand. So you can scan that QR code. That way you can take a look at that, okay? The truth is, nothing will change until you do, right? So if things are not the way that you want them to be, then you absolutely need to change that for sure, okay? So the only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. And I want you just to think about that because I want you to realize that you can absolutely become somebody different. And a lot of people don't realize that, okay? So I'm gonna share the back office with you really quick since I can figure this out. I think I can figure this out. Okay, so this is what the back office looks like. We use Teachable. There is an app. This is huge, by the way. Guess what? I have something really exciting for you guys. We are going to send you a binder. It's a beautiful pink binder. You can fill out the form right here, right when you log in. We're going to send you a pink binder that says the Scale and Social Club, and all the curriculum will be inside. You can log in today, like as soon as you enroll, you can log in, print the workbooks. Every single section has a workbook that goes with it. You can print that off now, okay? But if you are excited about getting that, but you do have to submit a form so we have your address. So we use Teachable. You're gonna get a welcome email. Make sure you check your spam folder. You're gonna log in with the email that you received when you register. And it looks like this. So when you complete it, you have to actually watch the full video for this circle to fill in. And this is how we'll track your progress. And this is how you'll unlock bonus material, okay? So we have the welcome on the welcome video right here. Please fill out this form so we can send your binder in the mail. This is essential. Do it right away or you're gonna forget, okay? Here, if you've never used Teachable, how to get around, a little housekeeping. Here's our accountability Zoom schedule. These are not recorded, meaning you can't go back and watch them. It's literally everyone is going to be checking in on what's going on in their business, their life, all the things. And you'll see how it flows when you jump into those. There's the schedule. Make them if you can. Make all of them. Make one of them. It's totally cool. And then you'll see all of the modules. Each module has all the videos inside. Money Mindset Mastery. There's a workbook. So when you click this, you can view the workbook right here. And then look, when you scroll down, it says download. You can actually print off the PDF now if you want, but we'll be mailing these out to you as well. So if you want to print them out now, you can totally do that, or you can wait. And as you can see, most of the videos, I've got some bonuses I threw in here for you, but most of the videos are under 10 minutes, 10, 11 minutes. So for those of you that do better with bite-sized content, this is going to be a better fit for you. Some of you don't do so well with the really long trainings like me. I do have ADD, and I find it very difficult to watch long trainings. So all of it is very bite-sized, step-by-step and whatnot as well, okay? So what I want you guys to do is just put club in the comments if you didn't grab the link yet for that. And then if you have team members, you have maybe even clients that you don't teach business coaching, but you know that this could be helpful to them, get this link to them so that they can jump into this offer, because we're obviously not going to keep it at 147 for very long. That is a very introductory founders rate that we're putting out there, because we want it to be a no-brainer for our community before we share this out into the rest of our audience. Okay, so you guys are our close people, so we want to hook you guys up. Okay, so yeah, definitely share it out if you have people that you work with that it's just a struggle for them and they need some help and guidance. This Scale on Social Club is absolutely what they need to take what they're doing right now and absolutely 10x that as well. Okay, so make sure that you grab this now, because I want to make sure you guys get the bonuses that we offered inside of this as well. And if you have been struggling and you're frustrated and you're like, okay, Christmas is around the corner, I vouch for, and I propose that those that step into the Scale on Social Club start watching the videos, and there's call out action steps in the workbooks and whatnot as you work through the content and implement. I would love to hear how many of you were able to pay for Christmas, for those that celebrate Christmas. How many of you were able to pay for Christmas with cash from the money, the extra money that you've earned? Like, those are the kind of stories that we're going to hear from those that step into this offer and really get focused on. This is just basically, I took all the things that we teach and I thought, what's the most simplistic little nuggets and step-by-step pieces I can pass along? This is it. This is the most simplistic plan that I could put into place for you guys. So that's the intention behind this, that a few months from now, those of you that step into this offer now, that you're able to transform the income that you're bringing in, but just so confidently showing up on social like you never have before. Okay. So if someone invited you, please get back with them. They probably have a special link for you. If not, and you need the link, you can just put club in the comments and we'll make sure to get you tagged on the registration for that. And again, the bonuses will be up through Friday night at midnight Central. So if you want the special rate and you want those bonuses, you got to jump in it right now. And remember, it's a membership club. So I will be proving to you the value of this club, obviously, if it's a monthly membership plan. So you can cancel at any time and just confidently go into it. But my intention is that you spend a lot of time with us. And I'm really excited for you to get the materials in your hand as well. Okay, so as soon as you log in, as soon as you register, check your email, go into Teachable, save that URL and password on your phone so you can just pull it up, get the app on Teachable, and make sure you fill out that form to give us your address so we can get your binder, and that way you have that in your hands. Okay, all right, so that's what I have for you today. Team, if I'm missing anything, please put it in the comments in case I forgot anything, because you know how it goes. And I'm so glad that you're here. If you're jumping in and you register, take a picture of this, yay, and throw it in your stories to celebrate. So take a picture of me or you watching this and throw it in your stories, or take a selfie and tag me at the Gold Digger Girl, okay? Throw it in your stories, tag me at the Gold Digger Girl and say, I'm so excited, I just jumped into the Scale on Social Club. Let's crush it. And I want to give you a shout out because I want to celebrate you and acknowledge you for saying yes to yourself and jumping into this amazing opportunity. And I will see all of you guys inside of the club. So thanks for being on, everybody. So appreciate you. If you have any questions or need anything, you can definitely connect with my team. And as always, until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you soon.